Heyo, my Planet Coaster friends, Johnny5 Alive here, and welcome back to another episode of Blueprint Spotlight. And in today's video, we're going to be looking at 35 Planet Coaster creations from the Channel 5 Gaming community. So stay tuned, and let's check them out. Alrighty, I am joined here with the Hot Dog Squad, Wikz, and Websearcher.
Heyo!
Hey!
And they're going to be checking out these creations with me here today. For anyone who's interested, if you want to get your blueprints seen on the show, all you got to do is become a Discord member. Information is down in the description of the video. Once you're in, there's a channel where you post your blueprints, and we just go through them top to bottom in every week's episode. And we've also introduced challenges where we're going to be picking our favorites. And that episode should be coming out next week for you guys. All right, so let's dive right on into it, shall we?
Yes.
Sounds good.
First up is Zoas Zeppelin, created by Dark Z. Beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I really like the crystals that he used.
The stained glass windows, those are coming in handy everywhere, aren't they?
Yeah.
They really are.
That is nice.
People are going nuts over those.
I like how he's colored them with an orange tint.
Yeah, it gives a nice touch to it, doesn't it?
Yeah, we're generally just seeing like clear or blue, which makes me think you could do a lot of those kind of stained glass windows that you see in like churches and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
With designs.
I like the stairway.
How
on
does this look at night?
the balloon?
I wonder if he lit the inside.
Wow, looks really nice.
Mm-hmm. Very cool.
Very nice job. And next up is Desert Fishing Village by Matt Yorshin. Desert. Jesus.
I wonder if he meant deserted.
No, it's just desert. Fishing Village.
I like the idea of it.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like the
I think
pathing
he-
would be
I
fairly
think
easy.
He put some shops in, I think.
There's a
So it's
bathroom.
actually active.
It's a. I think this was just copy pasted over there, isn't it? Yeah. 3 times. Yeah, I probably would have maybe kept it a little bit more compact right at the front.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I would have done it.
Yeah, I actually think you're going to have to put such a wide path through there, and you don't need such a wide path for this area, I don't think, since it's a dead end.
Yeah, I agree. Next up is My Sweet Babu by Amon-ra.
Oh, these little Linus characters. She did a great job on them, didn't she?
Mm-hmm.
Or should I say peanuts?
This is super cute.
It is.
Oh. That's great.
What is this? Oh, wow. Okay. I see how that's made. I was like, there's no spheres that small in the game. It's all the little balloons. Very nice
Yeah.
cue in the shape of a heart.
Does she have the little dirty guy in here this time?
Isn't this him? I don't know.
It looks like he cleaned up his act. He doesn't have all the dirt coming up around him.
That is really nice.
It is cute.
Mm-hmm.
A great ride skin. Really good job. What is this?
Looks like a bridge, maybe?
Fountain Fence by Leebies. Oh, interesting. So, there's a river rapids running through it. The one problem I'm having with this is it's not grouped. So, I like this idea, but what you want to do with this is have it grouped. And then that way I can easily duplicate it, right?
Yeah, I mean, you just have to go and take the blueprint every time you need it from the.
Yeah, you can't really easily move it. And the problem is, what I probably would have done here is made it so the end pieces fit together somehow, so that you can link them together. And then had like a little corner cap, you know. So if I have it on its own and I want to finish it, I just put the caps on. And that way you can make really long walls, different shapes, squares. and make it more modular is what I'm getting at. But I definitely like the concept. Go
I
ahead.
see where this could be used as an aqueduct too. If you split it in half and just kept extending half of it in one direction.
It's a neat concept.
Indeed.
And here we have the Blacksmith's Workshop created by Kombat Wombat. This looks stunning. Like the layout. It's not boxy. It has a lot of shape to the layout.
It's very cool. This
I like the
Cozy.
fine work on the buildings. The buildings are really nice touches.
Fine work? Oh, I see. Yeah, little touches in the back. Oh, look at this.
He really he uses his space well, doesn't he?
Like the little furnace, the forge.
Did he use the crystals in that?
In what?
Are those crystals put together to look like glass?
What glass?
Right in front of the fire. No, I guess not. It's just the way it looked to me for a moment.
It's just the smoke.
Yep. Love the back of this building.
I really like this. This is
It's polished.
It is.
very medieval.
There's not a lot of space left on the buildings. They were pretty much completely filled up. The eye's constantly roaming, catching different items.
No, it's wonderful. Starwood Castle by Dextro. Very interesting shape with a star into a castle.
I like the use of the animatronics.
My only question is, how do you get into the castle in terms of realism? There's no door.
I think it's mainly for scenery, though.
Yeah, it's just a scenery piece.
Mm-hmm.
Wanted to use those animatronics marching back and forth.
It is cool, though.
It is. So like to see a door on it though,
There's nothing inside.
an elongated piece comes out with the door or something. Maybe a tower.
I suppose you could use it on a coaster ride though. The coaster going around it or something.
All right, awesome. Wow. Colorado Steam Machine by Dextro. Again.
Somebody's been busy.
Very nice.
It's a very cool ride skin.
Great lettering as well. Lots of detail. This is the queue. It's interesting. Wait, where does it go? I guess it goes up and around. Oh, wow. Where do I go from here? This might be a little bit of a doozy to set up. That's a freaking long queue, and then it pops out here. Holy moly.
You found it faster than I could have.
But it looks really cool for that ride, though.
Yeah, and even on the back side, you gotta look at the train and stuff. I'd like to see a little bit more detail around the corners and stuff in the back. I think you can cover it up quite nicely using the little more doodads and things, Western pieces, that sort of
Some
thing.
trimming work.
Yeah,
You know. Yeah.
for sure. But very nice overall. It's a great ride skin. I love this one. Mechwarrior Cosmic Cow, created by DeadEveDuck.
That is awesome.
He shared me as a contributor because I was the one who made the cow,
Oh,
and he fit that cow in perfectly. I love the big belly. It's so
yeah,
good.
that's awesome.
That's my favorite thing ever. It really does look like a great mech. It looks like one of the ones from like Avatar or something.
I keep thinking of Alien, where the lady grabbed the cargo mover to fight off the big queen in the first. Was it the first movie?
I have no idea. I can't remember. Yeah, it's amazing. Hands down the best thing ever.
Cows in space.
Mini Big Ben by Melody. Oh, it's been a while since I feel like we haven't seen something from Melody in a while. It's very nice.
That is nice.
The Mini Big Ben. Like the name.
What did she use for the body of the clock tower?
That's a whole bunch of little pieces.
Ooh.
Castle windows.
Let's see how many pieces that is. 900.
It's pretty impressive.
Definitely. Really good job there, Melody. Keep it up. It's good to see creation from you again. Spurs Steakhouse by Tommy T.
Doggy.
Looks like a steakhouse.
It does.
I like the slanted building. How do you even do a slanted building?
I think it's the non-gridded. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Great job.
Yeah, that looks very nice.
I'm looking
I like
forward
the
to seeing the
smokestacks and
interior.
stuff. Is there an interior? Let's go on
Oh
in.
yeah, I'm certain there's gonna be. It's gotta be.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's Tommy, right?
Yep.
I love all the custom seating.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
Very cool.
Oh, that window is
It's
perfect.
spacious. Got a front door and a back door. Oh, look, he's even used the windows for like fake doors. That's a great idea. We have our back door goes. Oh, it goes out to a patio with even comfier seating
I bet it looks
and
nice
candle
at night.
lights.
Yeah, this is.
Yeah, let's see it at night.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's got a nice sheen to it.
Really get that restaurant vibe.
Definitely.
Yeah, let's go inside again.
It's nice seeing these blueprints coming out of Tommy. He's been doing a lot.
Nice track lighting.
Mm-hmm.
Bar too.
That looks really good here.
Mm-hmm.
You really get that cozy, I'm ready for dinner feel.
Use the baubles as drinks like a lot of people have been doing. That's cool.
Love that.
Just the little touches make such a difference.
Amazing work, Tommy. Dracus, drinks, and toilets. The cute little 1x1 shop.
These would be nice in a little haunted section of a park.
Yeah.
Just have spread around.
If I were to give a suggestion, were these two different shops, Wix?
No, it was the same. It was in the same blueprint.
Because, yeah, if I were to put this on my own workshop, if this was my creation, I probably would have gotten away with the trees. Because if people place it in, they could decorate it themselves, right?
That is true.
You could also probably just leave the shop open. Or, I guess with this one it has a panel. Because now I can put whatever I want in there, right? It's like a shop skin. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's not too much trouble to take them out, though.
no, yeah, I'm just thinking the quaintness of this building, or even just that is fine in itself. I don't think the trees are necessary because people most likely just remove them anyway. But I guess she wanted to try and hide the back. But I feel like if I were putting this in my shop, I would kind of decorate around it and fit it in.
Yeah, it might have had something to do with trying to give it a little depth when they took the screenshot.
Yeah.
But
sure.
sometimes it's kind of nice for people just to like pop down something that already has a little bit of stuff around, so they don't need to.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
You could go both ways, I guess.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Still, it's very cute.
Yeah, definitely like it. Holy Toledo's.
Tiny Tina.
Tiny Tina's Tea Party Teacups Ride Skin by Andy P. UK. Tiny Tina is the crazy little girl from Borderlands that likes to blow everything up. And there she is.
She's one of my favorite characters in the game.
Yeah. There's the little rabbit. It's a very
I
good
love
Tiny
that
Tina.
That they use the hay bales as hair.
Yeah.
What was it she would say? Badonkabdonks?
Badonkadonks.
Yeah. Oh, that's a great crate.
Yeah. And then it has the stats.
Ah, that's amazing. That's cool.
That's really awesome. Holy moly. I want to go play Borderlands now. I cannot wait for Borderlands 3. I might have to... Oh, look at all the little money safes.
Oh, those are right on, too.
They are.
Oh, I love Borderlands.
Yeah, it's definitely one of my favorite games, hands down. I love a RPG shooter, and there's not too many of them, to be honest. And it's like co-op. It's so good.
And it has so much humor in it.
It does. It really does. That's probably what makes it so enjoyable front to back. Yeah.
But, that's a great ride skin.
It is.
It is.
Love
Definitely.
that. Great work. Okay, we have the Fantasy Shop skin by Andy PUK again, and look at that freaking statue.
Doesn't that give you the Lord of the Rings feel?
I don't know if in Lord of the Rings, it kind of reminds me more of like World of Warcraft. Just the way the building is with the wooden trims, kind of like the tightness of it all. Just feels some like Stormwind City feeling. These characters are fantastic. I think Andy,
Legos.
They do.
We were looking at his workshop on the workshop reviews. He made all these different characters.
Yeah. Oh, he's great with these little characters, and they're so small.
Yeah, these are amazing. They really are.
All of them have different facials. Look, but see, that's what I was thinking about Lord of the Rings. Look at the characters.
Yeah, that is phenomenal.
Here's Gandalf.
Wow.
Yeah, he's really got sculpturing down pat, doesn't he?
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely.
That is phenomenal. Hey, look, there's a little guy fishing back here. She's sweeping. Hey, the mouse went in the mouse hole. Did you see that?
Oh, I did not. Good eye.
Oh, there it is.
Wow.
Really well done. Holy moly. Great stuff. All right. I'm going to assume this is Andy again. And this is the Mortal Kombat ride skin. Good grief. Look at that. The ice and the scorpion spike. That's perfect.
Let's see it
Looks
run.
great.
What's that?
Let's try to test mode.
Oh, and go to nighttime. With all the fire around it, I bet it looks cool.
Oh, look at the sign.
That is a nice sign.
Definitely.
My only suggestion, if I were to do something different here, is have more blue lighting on the left side and I guess fiery lighting on the right side, and you could use the blue flames over here and have some blue lights and stuff, just to kind of like sell their atmosphere, make this feel a little colder, this a little warmer, you know.
Mm-hmm.
That's very nice. Love that. Yeah, links are down in the description below for all these creations, guys, if you want to download them. And you could go check out the creators' workshops as well. So if you're really liking these sculptures, go check out Andy P. UK's workshop, because he's got a ton of them. It's amazing.
Oh, and he has a lot of the little small characters in different categories. Really great guy.
Mm-hmm.
Great downloads. If you're building something in a park and you want a lot of little characters spread out, they're perfect.
Mm-hmm. I agree. And here we have Amon-ra Pyramid Rides Shop Skin by Ratisboer. Nice little pyramid. A cauldron out front.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
It's kind of neat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, nice little shops.
Look at that sarcophagus.
Oh, that's sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know what's up with the candy cane, though.
Well, you know, they have that the scepter that they hold.
Oh.
Now the trumpet, on the other hand, still pretty cool. I like it.
Yeah, the touch of gold on the top is nice, but it's not quite placed right.
Yeah, it didn't quite get centered.
No. It's pretty, though. I like the sheen of the white.
I do like that he kind of used the shapes as like sand or like crumple.
Yeah, I like that, too. And I noticed that on the inside as well.
It's kind of neat.
Mm-hmm. I like it. Simple restroom and staff block by Wrive.
Even though this is a square, it's got a lot of detail on it.
Yeah.
And that detail really helps. It looks good.
No, yeah, that's exactly what I said people should start off doing in that workshop review video that I did just yesterday. You know, start with a box and see how decorative you can get it. If you can make a box look good, then you just start making things more complicated from there. And this is a great example of making a box look good.
I agree.
Nice touch of details. Not
I bet it looks nice at night with all those lights around it.
It has that Western feel, but he's used the adventure pieces, and I think that combination's really nice. It gives it kind of like this bulkiness, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And it strays away from the traditional Western that we see. I much like this art style. I'd like to see more complicated buildings and structures done with these kinds of windows and corner caps and vines, because it is quite unique. I like that.
It is.
Definitely.
Let's have a look at it at night.
It's nice. Very well done. And here we have Restaurant with ATMs by Wrive. Again, it's very boxy, but very decorative.
Gave us some depth in the front where they sunk it in for the chandelier. That helps it a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's very cool.
And of course, I love the flowers. That's a great piece. I love to use that piece.
For me, the chandelier doesn't really fit outside, but that's okay. I'm indifferent about it. It's quaint, it's cozy, it's nice.
Let's see this one at night as well, with all the lights on it. It's got a nice glow.
Simple Drink Shop by Wrive.
This one looks like it might be a bit overpowered with the lights.
Yeah, the lamps don't really fit here. It's a little bit much on the backside. There's a little bit too much repetitiveness. I think, yeah, I don't think the windows are properly spaced either. Or maybe it's just an illusion. It's the negative space. It's Pip Shop water and coffee.
It's a good piece for somebody who's starting out.
Yeah, I think
you know, you're practicing.
I think what you did on this one, you reduce the elements of repetitiveness enough, and with this one, I feel like you're filling just to fill. And if we were to reduce some of this, they need to be properly spaced still. I still think that's
enough.
Yeah, it's enough. And honestly, these lights just don't work. Those ones are a little bit too fantasy feeling for me. I think,
and they're very bright.
Yeah. That concept of decorating a box just to get the right amount of attention to detail is a great challenge. At the same time, definitely want to watch how much repetitiveness you are doing and think about that variation. If you really want a little bit of extra detail, you can put some wooden boards in there, or tiny little pieces, and just like cross beams or trim, and you can touch up the little things there. Maybe some moss at the top, and it doesn't need to be a whole lot, but I definitely think he learned from, I don't know which one he made first, but you got it here for sure. Just the right amount. And this one, you forgot to do the touches of realism on the top with the AC units and pipes. So try and keep them. Maybe I'm assuming this one was his first one, and then he got better. I'm definitely seeing a growth from it. But
yep.
I think you're on the right track. So
practice makes perfect.
Indeed.
All right, this is nice. Valentine's Wedding Cake by Matt Yorshin. Very clean. Great attention to detail on this one. I don't know how I feel about all the flowers on the cake, though. I wouldn't want to slice into that one. But it does look decorative and nice, though. I get it.
It's like a fancy wedding cake.
It's very nice. Little flower on top.
You should have almost have put a shop in.
A Missy Goods.
Ooh, that would have gone well. Yeah.
So they could have maybe walk into it, or maybe have a little hole in the front where the shop is or something.
It's pretty though.
It is.
Great colors.
Pretty.
Nice lighting.
Great job. And here we have USA, Norway, and Japanese flags by Haplo. I wouldn't say they're flags, they're more like billboards. I think you got the naming wrong, because they are billboards. I like the little touches of realism on the back, the ladders and the scaffold. That's how real billboards look.
I agree.
And the
Great
lighting, because he's got the proper lights. Great job. Nailed it.
But where's the Canada one?
Yeah, dude. Where's my freaking Canadian flag, man? I don't like this creation. No, it's very nice.
Maybe he will send in the next one. He will send in a Canadian flag.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta make Johnny a Canadian flag.
The Turt-ousel. It's like one of those sand. I've seen these in people's backyards. Like kids had them.
Bouncy house.
Yeah.
No, it's not a bouncy house. They were like you filled them with sand
Sandbox.
or water. Yeah, like a
I gotcha.
sandbox.
The little plastic ones.
Yeah,
That's cool.
it is.
They last for about a summer, and then the heat gets to them and they crack.
That is
Yeah.
super
That's
cool.
cute.
And look at there's a sand bucket. Okay, so these are sand instead of rocks, and the carousels on the inside, and it's a little sand castle. That's a great little concept.
Yeah, it is. Like some little boy took his sister's music box and went out there and started putting dirt in it.
That's great.
That is really creative.
Here we have the Gulpy Drink Zone by Tommy. Now, hopefully this wasn't a contest submission. Was it?
Yeah. If it was, you've just been DQ'd, right?
I don't know.
Technically. We only want to see them on judging day. But, wait, do we have an entertainer point? I don't think there is one. I don't think this is a shop contest submission.
That is one heck of a centerpiece.
Yeah, it looks like a staging area for like music and stuff. I feel like there should be a sequencer or something that makes all the lights go off. Now these are all screens. It's very clever. I really like the facade aspect of it. Just the outer sides are a little bit bland. Trying to think how you would spruce that up, because if you were to do it in a main street, I think it would be fine, and you would obviously have other buildings back here, and you wouldn't end up going back there. But I think for me, what you could do is just have a little bits of realism, like trash bags out back, dumpsters, billboards, signs, all the stuff that you would see on the back side of a building, something like that. Just to make it a little less plain. And you know, you have the gulpy graffiti kind of thing. You use the signs as graffiti throughout the back.
I'm still sold on your thoughts about a sequencer being in this with lights going off around it. You could do so much with this.
Yeah, it looks very...
I do like the concept, though.
It's a great concept.
Yeah. Love it.
Just like... it really is like a party zone, you know?
Yeah. That's awesome. All right, here we have Pirates Vacation Cove by Zanatu Belmont. Lots of rocks. It doesn't feel too pirate. It has that Caribbean vibe, but because of the baby blue, it kind of feels more like a friendly, I don't know, hotel or something.
Kind of reminds me of something I'd find in Miami.
Yeah, maybe. It's a little bit too heavy on the baby blue, though.
Yeah.
For me, it doesn't really fit. But I think the design of it and the layout is pretty cool. And I think the pathing would be easy to set up with grid. So, yeah, not too bad. What does that say?
Panucci's.
Panucci's?
Panucci's. Yeah.
Panucci's Pizza. It is small and quaint, a little bit bland on the backside. I think what this could use is some trim, some top trim, and little bits of vine, maybe a window, a doorway, some dumpsters, an AC unit, and boom, it starts to liven up. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cute.
So
you know, if you butted it up to buildings on both sides, continue to build on this, and like Johnny said, put some trim work along the top. You know, give it some of those. What do they call that, Wikz? The wooden trim.
wooden trim.
Yeah, they've got several
just go with
different
wooden
ones.
trim.
To pick from. Yeah.
Yeah, isn't it just the place? Right?
Also, I think
Yeah.
having the roof kind of sunken in a little bit also adds to it, and then you can have little things on the roof, pots or a vent or a hatch, something like that. Yeah, I definitely say take this and try and spruce it up a bit and take some of that feedback and see what a difference it will make. I love these kind of workshops, doing these little things like this, and it's a great challenge for new builders, trying to see, it's what I did when I first started playing, how decorative can you make a box and really spruce it up and bring it to life. If you get it really nice and cute and quaint and not oversaturated in detail, but just the right amount, and then from there you'll start applying those skills to bigger things. So I definitely think this is the right direction. Wow, look at this. Confectionery Assorted Box by Matt Yorshin.
Yeah, this is cool.
It is.
Now I want to go get some chocolate.
Yeah.
Get all those sweets.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really know what practical use I would have for it if I were building a park. I guess if I had like a little Loveland or Valentine's area, this would work well. We don't see that kind of theming too often, but I think it is really well detailed and it looks very lovely.
Definitely.
And if anything, it improves your building capabilities by practicing stuff like this.
100%. Great use of the basic shapes. Spooky Collection 16 Graves by Anigmandra. Alright, so if you guys are looking to make a graveyard, perfect. That's exactly what I was looking for. Each one of these is in their own group. So now if I wanted to build a graveyard, I can use all these. You know what? I really hate how it doesn't default to world access, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like when people do that. It gives you like multiple blueprints in one blueprint, kind of.
It's a kit, and one thing I talked about where I've seen people, I don't know, in terms of workshop reviews and stuff. If this was like the one thing on your workshop and this was the thumbnail, it's not like a good blueprint, but it's a fun one, right? And I just think something that's 14 pieces, it's not that hard for someone to put this together, right? You're saving somebody maybe 5 minutes by doing this. However, by doing an entire kit, that is a good blueprint overall, because it's saving people 5 minutes times 15 or whatever. So I think that's how you want to do it. If you have like little kits, that is good. So I talked about, just uploading a single bench or a single garbage can to your workshop. Well, if they're all cohesive, you have the bin, the bench, the lamp, the little tile set pieces or whatever else that goes along with it, some little gardens, a fountain, and they all match and they're all the same color, the same decorations, and you make a little kit out of it. That's suddenly a strong workshop, and it's not fluff. Someone could download it, place it down, and now they can, whenever they need that certain garbage can or bench, they can continue to reuse it. So I think having those little kits like this is a very good workshop item.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I can see where this could save somebody on a huntsman ride. Going through a graveyard, an hour's worth of work.
But imagine if these were individually uploaded on her workshop.
Oh, it would be really hard
It
to
would be
actually go and
it would be a
find
page and a half of these things. And
Well, and if you have it in your, you've downloaded it into your blueprints, it's so much harder to search one by one.
yeah,
Having it in a set like this, You can open it up, set it off to the side, start building your ride, and grab as you need.
Exactly.
Perfect
So
way of doing
there you go, guys. That's a great little lesson for today's video. Holy moly. Barbie's Dream House by Amori. She did a great job on this. Look at that freaking car. Red would be so proud.
A lot of detail work in this.
Yeah, this is cute.
Mm-hmm. No, and see, there's a lot of small elements that go into this one as well. Like, I don't feel like you need to upload the car, the bench, the swing, you know, the little toilet. You don't need to upload all these things individually on your workshop. This, as a whole, is a great blueprint, and that's what I've been trying to get across at that point, where people spend some time on these little things, but overall, you want to include them in the composition. This is amazing.
That little dog.
A little CD player.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bathtub. Bedroom. Like the TV. Kitty cat. It's a cute kitty
that's
cat.
a cute kitty cat. Yeah. Got a flat screen television, so Barbie's moving on up with the times.
Mm-hmm. Love the car.
Hmm.
Really good job on this one.
This is great.
Very great.
Poseidon statue by Spiral Guy.
Pretty well detailed.
It is.
Love how he make the, what are they called, corals? With the vines.
Oh, the coral.
Yeah.
Coral,
Yeah. He's like ripped, but he's also got a dad bod, and I love like he's like underwear is like yanked through the belt, or what is that? Or maybe that is the belt. I don't know. It looks like it's like
He's got it pulled up high in the back.
yeah, pull it. He's like total dad bodding it out. But he's also just like ripped. That's amazing. I love it.
That is a good build.
Mm-hmm.
I'm impressed with the sculpture work.
I am too.
The beard looks right on.
I could see this being used for every kind of water ride.
Yeah.
I mean,
Underwater rides and stuff. I still want to see a monorail that takes you on a tour through the under the sea.
I just hope someday we'll see smaller art shapes, or we can do even more detail work.
And here we have the Chief Beef and Foxy Coffee blueprints.
This is another one where if you're gonna have anything running around the back, Johnny's advice earlier about
Yeah,
making it
I
look
think
like
we're
a back alley.
I think we're seeing the same kind of feedback here for Tommy. He does have the doors this time, but I think trash bins, garbage bags, even just having like corner caps, like trim. You know, those vinyl plastic pieces where you can pop them here. Columns, basically. Those columns break things up, and then a trim along the top. It just brings out that shape a little bit more. And you know, AC units, wires, all that. It really does liven up the back quite easily.
But if you're gonna set this where nobody walks around the back, the part savings is great too. You know, you're not using parts that don't need to be used. So it goes both ways.
I agree. Yeah, I like to do it for the just in case aspect. For me, this little jutting piece is bothering me. What I think you need is a small support going down, a super thin one, like you have over here, right?
Yeah, that would probably work.
Could we see this one at night?
Or what I would have done is kind of like how you have. I'm trying to think of an example. I have one here. Why does it do that? Search to type, and then it puts the word search to type in. See, like this little sign here, like this. I think that could have worked instead, but a coffee one. And you have this over here, and then it could have like a Chief Beef one, and then to make it kind of symmetrical on both sides, you have one here that's a coffee one. That probably worked better than that jutting thing. I don't know. What do you guys think? That's just my thoughts.
Yeah,
I like
I'm
the
with you- I'm
standalone
with you.
signs.
I'm with you on that. I think he could have made something.
I definitely like the
better.
old town building style of it, though, and I'm loving people doing these, and I think it's a ton of fun. And the composition looks good. I like the angular buildings. Here we have Jungle Coaster Station by Christine. That is a very nice coaster station. This is for the queue. It wraps up and down and through and around. Wow. Nice elevation on the queue. Very nice.
Yeah, this is very nice. Nice foliage work too.
Mm-hmm. Oh, where's the exit run to? I have no idea. Is there even an exit? I think she forgot to put an exit on. Oh, here it is. I guess it just runs down the rocks there. That works.
I think it's beautiful.
Mm-hmm. Love the gazebo, and I like it's not just the gazebo there for just looks. The queue actually wraps through it in a circular motion, and I very much like that. So you'll actually see people standing around in the gazebo. I like that. It's very clever.
Very cool. Indeed.
Yeah, amazing garden work.
Yeah, great job on this.
Mm-hmm. Here we have the CB's Dogs by Haplo. Another old town style building, like the little touches of lit windows. Did he actually use a lit sign? He did. Oh, look, the glass you can see inside. Ooh.
Oh, that looks super cool.
It does.
It looks
You know
like
what?
It's been raining.
That's what I
neat.
was just gonna say, because the little gaps between the shards makes it looks like it was raining. Boom, go inside. Seating area is a little bit strange because it's just there's
Room
no-
to put in tables.
Oh,
You left-
yeah.
Yeah.
You're probably
You
gonna
set
put
a,
benches
if you'll
there.
set a bench down, I bet those seats
Oh.
will cover it.
Right, I'd have to
Yeah.
do the pathing. I see what you're saying. So they would actually sit on these. Okay,
Yes.
that's actually pretty smart then.
Nice cushion benches.
It's basically a skin for the benches that you place in later.
Yeah, the table, the picnic table, probably.
Mm-hmm. Great use of the
Great.
signage.
Nice interior work.
Yeah. I didn't even think there was an interior when we first looked at it. And it, when you look at it like this, it's just stunning.
I just love the way people are making their own windows.
Let's take a
And
look.
he made the whole spec side. Yeah.
The one thing I feel like it's missing is a little bit more of those like runoff pipes and stuff. I've seen Wikz do that in his own. Oh, there's one there.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm.
That's what I was looking for. Great realism on the top. Mm-hmm. Very nice.
Indeed. I like this a lot.
Me too.
I approve of it. I love the sign.
Now, I think you should continue this style and play around with your shapes and stuff and doing the little jutting things like that. I really like that. With the scaffold coming out the side, it makes sense. Now try maybe with the next one stacking it a little bit higher and, you know, playing around with the different colors. I definitely think you have a good thing going here, and I'd like to see more from you. Modern Style House by Nuclear Meatloaf. Like this. It's
Yeah.
a unique style that we don't see enough of.
Very cool.
Look at the barbecue.
Oh, that was impressive.
Mm-hmm.
Did he make interior? He did not, right?
No, I don't think so. I'm going to assume not.
Yeah.
It's a great little scenery piece.
Definitely.
If you
And
make a whole
really
bunch of
nice.
different sizes and shapes and make some custom pools and things like that, you can make a really nice resort. Construction Crane by Leandro. Now, I see these a lot in parks and unfinished parks and even people's screenshots. I feel like people like to just put the cranes down as they're constructing. I think it's quite hilarious. It's finally good to see the actual place where people are downloading it from. Or I mean, this might be just one of them, but It actually has that little bit of realism here with the little pod station on the side. It all makes sense.
I'm impressed with that hook.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's great.
What did he make that out of?
It's just basic shapes. Yeah.
Very nice.
It's on the rollers. It's great. Awesome.
Yeah, this is... Yeah.
And last but not least, we have the Minotaur King by Cypher. All gold. I am a Minotaur. Look at that hammer.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Good googly. Fun.
Cool.
Bam. And look at all the guests we have wanting to come in this park. All right, there you go, guys. That's all. I guess that was 34 creations today, and in the next one we'll be looking at adventure, and then eventually we'll be able to go over their challenges where we have Western. So very nice job from everyone here today. Keep it up, and again, if you guys want to get on the show with your blueprints, just come join us on Discord. Information is down below, and you can just come link your workshop in Discord, and it'll get in here. So there you go, guys. That's going to do it for this episode. Thank you so much for joining me, Wikz and Webb.
You're welcome.
Had a good time.
And thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye now.